5. It's now a best of 6, which means you can draw, and there have been a lot of them, which makes things very interesting.
Makes the wins feel super good, and it makes every game really count, because it's like really hard to be in a position where your game kind of won't matter one way or the other. Like, you know, in last leagues, right, it was if you got 3 wins, a lot of the times that 5th game didn't matter, but it's much more likely to be in like a 3-2 position going into the 6th game than it is to be in like a 4-1.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's produced a lot more, or a lot fewer games that kind of don't matter to the overall score or overall series. So
yeah, I think the best teams will probably have 6 or 7 wins max. I would say 6 is probably the sweet spot for the real good teams in this. It's all said and done in this league. Let's introduce as they're getting going in turn 1. I'll introduce your team first. We got the 5 straight boosts on the left. Rebels piloted by Mark Grauberg. Once I play this intro out, I'll cue up the list breakdown. Go ahead, Michael.
I love our intro video so much. Yeah, so we've got Han, big bad boy in Rebels right now. He's rocking Perceptive Co-Pilot, Baston. So those 2 are pretty much what you see on every Han build now, as well as the Millennium Falcon title. There are a couple of flavors you can go with for the last 2 slots. Mark has chosen to go with Chopper. That lets you kind of squeeze out a few actions, you know, after you do, a red maneuver? Or even while stressed. So it stops Han from like getting caught with a stress token. He can still get his like action, and that's at the cost of a damage. So you'll see it a lot of the time, or a damage unless you expose one of your damage cards. So a lot of the times, like late or mid game, if nobody's shot into Han yet, you don't care at all about taking that damage, because you know you're not going to end up losing him. And so it really adds a lot of value for that. He's like 1 point, 2 points maybe. But yeah, and then really engine upgrade gives him a little bit of flexibility to, you know, get the boost without having to take a stress. And then next up we got Fenrau with some bullseye mechanics. So he's rocking Predator and Crackshot. That can be really, like, I've learned from my games that can be really dangerous, even outside of range 1. I've had Fen, like, you know, sneak some really solid damage in at range 3 against, you know, when I was playing FO Aces, that happened a few times.
This is the summer of Fenrau. I mean, especially in Rebels.
On both Scum and Rebels. And then Beskar Reinforced Plating lets him bounce off some crits when he's staring somebody down. And then Battle Yavin Luke, that's all standard loadout stuff. So Instinctive Aim, Attack Speed, Proton Torpedoes. This looks really good with Instinctive Aim. Like, you can't avoid Proton Torpedoes. The most you can do is
have a single modded one instead.
Yeah, have a single modded one, which those do fail for sure, but they can also still get you 4 hits.
Yeah. Especially, I think, really good in salvage, just being able to pop that off. Just like, I just needed that crit to go through, right? Can be pretty good. I know we're not playing salvage in this game, but has a lot of utility for sure.
Yeah, that Luke is really good. And then the regen, the R2D2 regen makes him. I mean, Luke's already like. There are games where he pops for sure, but the regenning force on the 2 agility really lets him tank stuff. And then if you get most of him but can't finish, he can kind of just run away, especially with that attack speed R2D2, and just regen, kind of get out of the game and not let you finish him off.
Yeah.
And then the interesting one too here is Mark goes with Juke Keo. So there are a few different ways. I've seen a lot of Lone Wolf and Conch Missile, but Mark really likes Juke just because you're kind of taking that evade. You've got 1 force, so it makes Keo really hard to pin down. It's very like defensive angling. So if you're always taking that evade action anyway, you might as well use Juke, which will let you get not mods on your dice, but mods on your opponent's green dice when you're taking that evade anyway. So good stuff.
Absolutely, a good list. Line the Mighty saying Nick getting PTSD, seeing Luke. I mean, it depends. Yeah, I get PTSD seeing Luke roll double blanks multiple times in a game and dying in 2 shots. But you know, boy, Luke at 5 points is just it's a staple. You staple him into a list. Just so good. Betting is open. Just a reminder, we only got 1 bet in so far. Y'all are getting lame. Come on, throw away your money. Do it. On the right side, we've got Matt McGowan representing the Star. Oh, not Star. That was last round. That was last game. We've got the Raada Wanderers, not the Star Killers. I don't know why it doesn't take up the intro. Doesn't take up the full screen.
Yeah, I noticed that when I streamed there.
Yeah, it's just a little off. Greg. So Matt McGowan, of course, the Raada Wanderers are captained by Burendo, is playing Republic, and he's got Anakin Skywalker 7B. Actually, no, Delta 7A. Anakin. That's 6 points. With that's a first. Patience Predator R7A7 in CLT. We've got Oddball, of course, Siege of Coruscant Oddball with the bullshit selfless veteran tailgunner R4P. Luminara and Dooley, 4 points. Luminara, I see, is getting a little bit of play here in the draft league. She's not bad. She's got a good ability. Patience R4P17, calibrate laser targeting. Good utility to use with changing people's results, whether it be for friendly or offensive purposes. Shots coming into your friendlies. She can do that with her force. We've got Padme, another good mitigating piece in Republic right now. You can only modify one of your eyeballs if Padme has you in her front arc. Has Juke, passive sensors, and plasmas. And then lastly, rounding out the lineup, we've got Slider with Lone Wolf. Likes that side slipping Z95. So we're already into round 2 after we finish our intros. And we are converging as we get a bump here. Luminara gets in the way. Or actually, rather, Kyo gets in the way of Oddball.
Yeah, this is an interesting... I haven't seen this Luke behind Han kind of setup before. It kind of means that Luke has to go at least a 3 straight. Probably just going to do a 4 straight and try to see if he can...
You called it. There it is.
Yeah, get a torp off. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I wonder. I would almost attack speed there. Maybe it's a free boost, right? Yeah, before.
It's a free boost.
Gonna Depends on what Han's doing, of course.
Yeah, I think Han might leapfrog then. And he did scramble.
Yeah, he scrambled. Cool. So, yeah, I'm. I like Han against Jedi. You can't arc dodge a turret that can just move. Unless, you know, Anakin can if he's second player. But it's gonna feel, you know, a Jedi are all about the high agility, kind of, you don't want to take any damage. So Baston being able to just throw multiple shots and trying to sneak in 1 or 2 at a time across the board is just like gonna be good. But those Jedi are kind of on opposite sides of the board, so that might not matter quite as much.
Yeah.
But yeah, is this Sven have both those ships in range 1? I think.
It looks, ooh, that's a little close. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's a little deceptive at that angle. I'm gonna.
Banked 3 left. Do you focus boost here? The boost definitely fits.
He's always the barrel roll, but you won't get bullseye.
Oh yeah, bullseye into Padme feels pretty good there.
Did he get bullseye? Oh, he did. He got bullseye by a little bit there. Yeah. Cool. The top down, it looked like he threaded it.
Yeah, it gets you out of Luminara's bullseye, so I like that. And then with the barrel roll forward, I'm pretty sure he's squeezed out range 1.
I think so. I think you were right. Han though, caught with his arc facing the sides right now.
Oh, so he's gone. Yeah, he didn't do proton torpedo, Padme.
Yeah, plasma torp. Which one do you prefer? Plasma torp, like this one, or pro torp? I mean, pro torps are just so good.
I have really liked pro torp. I played the I played versions of the Paul Heaver's LSO list. And I was working with Ahsoka instead of Anakin for a while.
Oh.
Just giving out extra actions.
Something a little different, yeah.
And Proton Torpedo Padme really was like, it's very good with passive sensors, and then Ahsoka can like give her the focus for double mods, or it can kind of tank up when you need it. But plasmas are really good. It's like hard because Proton Torpedoes are clearly the better torpedo.
Yep.
But plasmas
They're 12 points for a reason.
Extremely efficient for 5 points. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Like,
less than half the price of a Pro Torp.
More than twice as good as Plasmas. I don't know.
It's really interesting on Wedge. It's a budget Pro Torp for Wedge in the X-Wing, as we get a couple shields plinked off of Han here early on. That shot from Anakin. Now we're gonna go range 3 into Oddball. Does he have range 1 at the obstacle? Looks like he does for the reroll. He's gonna reroll everything.
Yeah, he does.
And it gets worse. Result 1.
Yeah, I watched Mark's game last week. He
Oddball spends the focus on defense to get out of the shot.
He had 5 or 6 of those Han rerolls that.
Oh man,
that made it worse.
I think people don't realize that can. Oh, it's range 2.
Oh man, I was not expecting that. Okay, so that will be a Plasma Torp, which doesn't really matter on Fen. Like, it's just same
sure,
as the
I'll
range
cancel
1.
my crit. Oh no, do you? I guess yeah. You have to fire it for the 3rd die, but Fen can cancel the crits first, which is also nice. We'll be able to with the plasma.
Yeah.
So
he's got Predator if he hasn't already used it.
That's a good roll. Keep your focus. Hopefully you get 3. Keep your focus with the reroll. He has not used it yet, so.
What are we? Oh, he turned down the focus to make sure that we're not modding a second focus with Predator.
I think that was Lumi, actually. Lumi got a
gotcha. Never mind. Okay, cool. Yeah, double crit.
And,
we'll
shields. 1 shield.
Yeah.
Unless you crack it.
You crack that. Crack that. I think now's when you use crack shot. You don't really save that.
Did it.
Yeah, he'll use crack shot there.
Crack shot is spent. His shield's down on Padme here. A spicy first engagement already.
Padme, I don't think you spend the evade there because you just keep it for juke. Like if he's, I mean, it depends on if you want to keep crack shot around or not. Like if you want to make sure it's off the table. But
going into Han here, Han taking some 3 hits. No, not only 2. He spent his focus. Han. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Oh, he's gonna do it. Oh, I would have taken the 1 evade. I don't know. Takes 2 more.
Yeah, with 2 focuses, I mean, you're the only one that's worse is the double blank out. So
well, and that's what he got. Yeah, I
would have taken happens, the 1. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
But then again, the only one that's better is double paint, which I think is fairly likely.
Yeah,
it's at least a lot.
It's
more
easy to be greedy with Han. That's a great roll from Luke.
Yeah,
as he just rolls natties, hit, crit. Oh my God. 2 go through.
Yeah, that's some heat into. It's a shield and a crit into Anakin.
Oh my gosh. And again, this isn't 7B Anakin with the shield upgrade. This is blinded pilot. This all matters. Rough.
Turns off Predator R7A7.
Yeah, it
but
turns
he can
off
still
a lot.
spend his force.
Wow, this is so spicy.
Yeah.
Luminara. Range 2. So I don't think there's a Plaza Torp in Fen because Padme took a focus. So no passive sensor spend.
Oh, that's correct. Yes.
And Fen would be taking a crit here. Can't modify more than 1 eyeball, but will probably Beskar. Did he Beskar? I think he did, right?
Yeah, he should.
I don't see any damage cards.
Yeah, he flipped the charges on Beskar, so.
The Delta 7 colors are off. Thank you. Anakin is, yellow as he should be, not red. Sorry about that, folks. Lumi green. Boom.
Kyo, do you try to sneak one in on Anakin? Probably not.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine a direct hit to kill Anakin from Kyo?
Wow, yeah, 1 crit into Oddball.
Yeah, it takes 1.
Take a shield. Yeah, that block's pretty big with Kyo. It's letting Mark start off with 2 objectives, and then Oddball can certainly reclaim it. There's not really a good way to block him again, but that means he won't have a focus next turn.
That's true. We got kind of 3 different dogfights going on right now.
Yeah.
2-1 in favor of the 5 straight boosts as Mark takes a short lead here early on in the game as we enter the planning phase of round 3. My goodness, I'm trying to catch my breath. I feel like so much happened so fast there.
Yeah.
So it's why you guys are called 5 straight boosts. You just don't mess around.
And then I play a list that has not a single
Not a
5
single,
straight,
yeah,
nor
not
a
once.
boost action in the whole list.
We definitely made comment of that. I was like, that's funny. I believe our standings have been updated. I did that in the back end here.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
To show
tough
KDB's win. Very nice. Starkillers off to a little bit of a slow start with 2 losses.
Yeah, are they the only one? Yeah. Or what's the other one? Moncala.
Moncala, yeah, I don't have a winning decision for them yet.
Okay. Gotcha.
I don't think, yeah. According to earlier, Greg was saying that that hadn't been decided still.
Okay, cool.
It's possible that
Yeah.
game has happened or is concluded by now, but or is happening right now.
If Mark wins, we will be first in our division and then tied with who was the other team? Starkillers and Mega Milk Union. On an events points basis, I think they both will have another game up on us, so we'd be 3rd overall. I'm not quite sure, but we would be in that 7-point slot as well if Mark wins, because we'll get 3 from this series. So
Yeah, I don't have the event points on there, but I do have the total point, or I guess I do. I mean,
you don't have the games one.
yeah,
but
I have games won, and then I have total points, but I don't have like tiebreakers listed.
Yeah.
Total points for series decisions, not total points.
Yeah, there's like games, series.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Points,
Too much to put on
points.
one graphic. Yeah,
For sure. No, but and the further along the season goes, it'll be those event points that really matter for sure.
Yeah, I like that there's cross divisional play too.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Because when you win those, especially in your division, right? Like if you win and the rest of your division doesn't do well, that like gives you a boost.
A
So
5
you're not
straight
just
boost.
yeah, maybe even that. But yeah, it's cool to see. Where it's not exactly symmetrical for the whole season. You've got those games where you're only playing a team
it's
once.
great. I really like that because last season you were playing in your own division. I think even and then the season before, I guess the last 2 seasons you played in your own division only.
Yeah.
Again, !podcast, folks. You can follow on our new podcast. It's also going to be on Google. It's on Amazon. Amazon is pending. It's on Zencaster, but Spotify is what I use. I feel like that's the most commonly used across both Android and Apple users. Episode 2 comes out tomorrow.
I certainly need to catch up.
There's plenty of podcasts. I think we do. We do our best to stand out and be unique. It's produced well. Got Andrew Kuba as our producer. He did radio for a long time. He's a very smart, talented guy. I appreciate him helping us with that.
Yeah, next time I go in the office, I'll put it on for the commute.
Hell yeah. Let me know what you think. I appreciate it. A lot of people have comments. People have mentioned they listened to it that I wouldn't have thought would have listened to it. You know, it's kind of cool. They're like, hey, listen to your... I'm like, hey, thanks.
Nice.
Pocket cast for the win. Yeah, exactly. Remember during COVID where all the microphones were sold out because everybody decided to start a podcast at the same time. Hilarious.
So we see a 4K from Luke. Really wanting to catch Annie early, so we could see this pay off. I wonder how fast Han is going. Yeah, Oddball is going to reclaim that. Not much Mark could do about that, but it's good that, Oddball is left modless this turn. So definitely a good play turn 1 by Kyo. Or turn 2, rather.
Yep.
And then on the left dogfight, we're gonna see Fen get more range 1 stuff. Goes for the claim, so that'll be a bunch of modless shots there. The only Fen does have Predator left, and Lumi's got Force, but other than that, it'll be naked dice.
Oh, it's a little scary. God, facing off Luke when you're on 2-hole. I don't know, buddy. And Han is right there too. Yeah, that's
Yeah. I mean, if you're Annie, can you like barrel roll boost out of Han's arc here, or do you try to tank up on an evade?
Yeah. There's no way you can barrel roll boost out of Luke's arc, right? Because if you do it out of Luke's arc, it's certainly out of Han's.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure.
Oh, he's gonna barrel roll. I don't think.
Oh, he's gonna barrel roll that way, trying to get the obstruction.
That's not gonna get out of Luke's. That's not gonna get. Yeah, it's not gonna get out of Luke's arc.
Yeah, Luke, if you're Luke, you throw that proton torpedo
all day.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only got a single force for mod, but do it. You have 2 charges. Yep. Now's the time.
Yep.
Anakin's still worth 6 points. That's a lot. 6 is the new 7. 7 is the new 8.
Yeah.
All right, so Ben first. Range 1 into Luminara.
Trigger on Lumi.
Ben did spend crack shot already. Can re-roll a result of Predator.
Yeah, you're going to Padme here.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 agility, no.
Yeah.
No defensive mods.
And already shields down. Makes sense.
Yeah. So you got a much better chance of. And Lumi, you don't care about like the return shot very much because she's depleted. So.
Hey, that's not bad from
crit.
From Fen.
So we'll at least push a crit through on Padme. Oh, he's looking at Lumi ability. Friendly ship range 0 to 2 defends. If it is not in the defender's bullseye, you may spend a force.
Yep.
If you do, change a crit result to a hit result, or a hit result to an eye result. This is a curious, yeah. You just put the hit down.
So now just 2.
And
Padme. Wow, Padme's dice have been a lot of blanks so far. 2 blank outs in a row.
What do we see? Searching.
Not a direct disable power regulator though. That does impact Padme this round.
That is gonna be. Yeah, there's not much you can do about that Fen turnaround. Once she gets ionized. So that in a sense might be just as bad as his hard hit, but you know, it would make Fen have to go away from everything else in order to finish her off. So
now Han.
Did he re-roll it? Yeah. Okay. Gets the crit out.
Who is this into?
It's got to be Anakin, right?
No, it looks like it was in Oddball.
Oh, I guess not. He played Oddball? Okay.
Yeah, less green's being rolled there. It is obstructed.
Stun pilot. Oh, yeah. That's the double tap. That's why.
We just forgot about that for a second. That's funny. As
so
long as double tap Han has been
Han does not want to roll a crit here because selfless on Oddball. Then
nice.
You just take that. Yeah. Anakin. 1 goes through.
Ooh. You really needed none to go through there.
Yeah, because this Luke, it'll be a single modded pro
Margin
sword.
for error is so small.
He's gonna have the bullseye on Han, and he's got.
Yeah, Han's already taken some damage.
To spend some force, because he does have the focus for the only incoming shot that remains.
He has a blinded pilot, which.
Oh, he does have a blinded pilot.
Yep.
Yeah, so you use the force. Yeah, I don't know.
How much force does he have right now? None.
He currently he doesn't have any. Never mind. He spent it to do his little Annie trick.
You get the eyeball. You still take 1, so shields down on Han. Still 8 hull left on the big boy.
And he's got plenty of room to run away if he can.
This is probably game if Anakin dies. Just a feeling.
Yeah, if you kill Anakin, then Fenrir just 4Ks next turn.
Yeah, Padme on 1 hull, Anakin dead, Han still around on 8 hull.
Yeah, Han just runs away, or does whatever, and yeah. He's debating it. You spend the.
No, what?
What?
Wait, he's going into slider range 1. And he gets a full string. He gets 3.
But at what? Wait, how does he get 3?
Slider
I'm
takes...
joking. Oh, is Slider on 1 health?
I guess Slider took a damage early. We missed Slider take some damage, I guess. Yeah,
So
Slider had lost
confused.
shields.
Oh, because I was like, you
from Han, I think.
spend the second one.
Okay. So going for what felt like the guarantee, which you get. Slider's removed. That's still a couple more points. So Mark 4 to 1. We both missed. Yeah, it was Han's shot. I didn't know where that damage card was like going on to. I was just like, I'll figure it out later.
Oh, Han must have shot Slider instead of Oddball. That makes sense.
That was the first shot. Yep. I just saw the two greens and that was obstructed. And I thought it was Oddball.
Yeah. Okay, 3 crits. 2 evades.
Oh my gosh, Luke Skywalker. My goodness. Those are really scary shots for Luke to take. But hangs in there tough, rolls the natties. And now you do clip Fen at range 1, unfortunately, because of Concordia. 3 dice on 3 dice. Only rolled 2. Oh no, there's this. I see the 3rd one. And Concordia. Very good for Fen.
Yeah. No, Matt rolled. That was Lumi, right? Yeah, he rolled 2 dice because he had to deplete from patience.
Got it.
Lots of crits this game on both sides.
Concordia will make you safe.
Both of them have been blocked. Yeah.
Decent turn for Matt in terms of objectives. It is 2 to 1 at least. So that helps him a little bit, as it will be 5 to 3 here, tallying up after round 3. Pretty decisive, interesting round 3. Anakin gonna need to be careful with that rock. Looks like a 1 bank or a hard turn are his choices. I mean, you could 2 or 3 bank as well, but those are his choices.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the 2 or 3 bank
is probably not a great idea if you get blocked or if you're moving first.
Yeah, I wonder if Luke, you even just... There's an argument for the hard turn and just try to block and hope road, but I don't think you have to be that flashy by any means.
Yeah, I think Luke, I mean, you could also just... Luke's got to be careful because of oddball. I mean, yeah, he's only lost a shield, but I mean, all it takes is just that 1 shot into him. And so he could take the objective, as that bottom one is Matt's right now. We'll see what he decides to do. I think Keo probably candy canes up and gets in position for the next turn to scramble in the center.
Yeah. Oh, interesting point about... Was oddball in Luke's arc?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Just like looking.
Because I was about to say, because if you launch the torque, it is a must for you to change it to a crit. So that would have been 1 damage that oddball would automatically eat no matter what. But if oddball wasn't in Luke's arc, then never mind. So I was thinking that might have been part of the decision process to not shoot Anakin.
Yeah, it's true. You can't, without the lock, you can't re-roll the crit down either. But you have to change. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Being patient, playing the patient approach here. You've got your pieces in the right place to do that. You don't have to be ultra aggressive. Anakin's in a real bad spot no matter how you draw it up.
Yeah.
And Mark is satisfied with that because, it's all on his terms now, how he wants to finish him off.
Do you just 4K Fen here? To kill Padme?
All right. Yeah. So yeah, Padme being ionized does make that decision pretty easy. I don't think there's any, the Talon's going to put you in a weird bad spot. So the 4K, yes, I think so. Lumi, I think it was probably just going to try to bank up and claim the top point.
Yep.
The downside is
they don't have blue hard turns, right?
No, they do not.
Okay. I was about to say, if you wanted to get real fancy and do like a 1 hard barrel roll to block the 4K, but I don't think there's any way Lumi can block the 4K.
It's just not happening. The only thing is Fen would be able to use all his mods because Padme won't have him in arc.
Yep.
I think the question is if Padme banks to the bottom, I don't think he gets bullseye. He won't. So it would be an unmodded shot. And if Padme doesn't die that turn, then you're risking her trying to get away. You're still in a decent position, but it's just something to think about.
Yeah, you collect those points now. I mean, Fen hasn't taken any damage. You're not really. There's nobody that can come and like
Mark's in the driver's seat
punish
for sure
him
right
for the 4K. So yeah,
Keo actually 3 hearts at the bottom. Okay. Either way, taking an evade. Keo with Juke is like such an easy pairing. You know, it's like it's not exciting, but it just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, banking the other way. Okay, I mean, you could still fine-tuned barrel.
Yeah, you fine-tuned
You
claim.
got it to claim, yeah.
I don't know if he's thinking about hunting Han.
Oh.
That's okay. So he might be thinking the way back in this game is to try to kill Han.
Oh, and it just goes straight, which helps Fen a lot. That might get you bullseye. It should. Looks like it.
Let me see.
It will.
It will be bullseye for sure. Okay.
The Predator will be active. And now Luke should just one straight.
Yeah,
if only you could change your dial after. That's how this works.
What does Han do? Does that 2 hard fit? I'm so bad at large bases. It should, right? Yeah.
Ooh, that's a spot for Luke to be in. He probably just claim. Yep, you got your force for defense. Yeah. And you still get that block.
Anakin's gonna bump. So
Anakin is depleted for or disarmed for a reason.
No, Luke is disarmed. He regened.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. And then Han is gonna have unobstructed range 1. Okay,
is that good, Michael?
Not go for the Padme kill, but Han will have a good shot.
Well, now it's 3. It's 3. Oh my gosh! Like putting your boot
Anakin,
on their throat here.
Anakin,
Objective points. Everything could be real bad here. All of a sudden, it's all 3 in Mark Roberg's favor.
Yeah. So, yeah, I put him on scramble because I saw him play a scramble game last week, where he just played the objectives like masterfully, and he found a way to get to them all and was still keeping in the actual dogfight game, but he ended up with like a massive objective deficit, or like he scored way more objective points than his opponent.
Yeah.
So I was like, this
Mark's a solid X-Wing player. He knows how to play them scenarios. As that shot downtown from Fen does nothing to Anakin. This is the shot. This is Han Solo.
Yeah, you just spend that. Yep.
That's 3. That means that there's a chance he could live if he rolls all paint.
It's all paint. Not gonna get it. Okay.
Not gonna get it. And he points out the blank, and that's gonna be enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got him.
11-3 now. And that's before the 3 points objectives are scored.
Going to Padme. Yeah. Okay.
This could be a really quick game if Padme goes down here. Oh my god, and she easily could.
Oh god.
Bye Padme.
Oh man. Is this gonna be 18-3. That's real.
Man.
Yeah.
Oddball hasn't shot yet, right?
Correct.
Yeah, because Han was just finishing his double tap, so Anakin's removed now. Yeah, Groberg not playing around today. Exactly, the Oil Baron redeemed. Very apt. So you shoot at. I mean, it just feels bad. I guess he's shooting at Han.
Shoot at Luke. Han. I don't know. Man, like you don't have any way to the 2 like this. The next turn is the last turn.
Yeah,
I don't think there's.
I mean, this game, unfortunately,
possible way to claim more than one.
I haven't
objective.
seen a game snowball this way, this fast, in a long time.
Yeah. Mine on Wednesday got really ahead, but it didn't until like late in the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was.
Wow, 18-3.
Oh man.
last round coming up, and they still have 40 minutes left. So thanks to you guys, I'm going to be able to eat a little earlier than I would expect.
Yeah. Yeah, the tiebreakers are points. So anything that either player can do to, score it out. If you can, I don't know if there's. Man, yeah, Republic really has 2 ships left. I don't know that you kill Han, or
No, there's no, yeah,
or I
there's
guess
no
you
way.
try to go for lucky on Fen, maybe.
This is
you
where
just
lower
need what's
initiative
the easiest
CLT.
ship to pop? It's got to be Fen, right?
Easiest ship to pop. I mean, Fen hasn't taken any damage.
I know, but like, I don't think there's any way to get 8 damage on Han or 6 damage on Luke. So like, you have to like try to go for lucky direct hits, or what I mean. It's like with 2 shots, it's just not possible to kill the other ones, even if it's more likely to do some damage.
The problem with that, Greg, is like you're not wrong, but then he'll just take it back. You try to claim whatever you can, and it just doesn't. It won't matter. Luminara can try to cap a point, and then Ben or Han will just take it back. So Mark will pretty much guarantee he gets 2 points this round. The only one that would probably be uncontested would be the bottom. Like Oddball could just take it, and then Luke wouldn't be able to grab it. That would probably be it.
Yeah, but
yeah, I think by the end of this draft league, people are going to be tired of Han. People are going to be like, all right, I'm tired of Han.
Yeah.
He's gonna get he's getting his so much time in the sun that he's got severe burns. No matter how much sunscreen he puts on, it won't matter.
Yeah, I don't think any ships are really on the table to die this turn. So I think we'll probably just see some objective claiming back and forth. If Mark really wants to, he can try to like turn Han and try to get a Proton Torp on Lumi and like collect those points. But it's like, you can do kind of whatever you want at this stage.
Yeah, you could fly everybody on obstacles and you're probably okay.
Yeah.
Not recommended. Just kind of goes.
Although I guess not quite. Like there is a way where he claims 2 objectives. So
yeah, but I mean,
you have to make the minimal effort of claiming 1 back. Or I mean, there's no way he can do that other objective next turn. So I'd really want to squeeze out another.
I don't think Matt really wants to. Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be game.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Dialed in a 1 straight, knowing that it wouldn't clear, I guess, or just hoping that Luke would move first. I think it still would bump. If Luke moved like that, it would bump. And just barrel roll, I guess. Grab a lock because it matters. Barrel, would that get you out of arc? I think it would, right? Oh yeah. Don't know actually. Another base is worth. It would be close. Yep, and then claim it back. Take it back.
Yeah.
Just an impressive showing from the Boosty boys. Proud captain moment here. I can feel the pride. It's palpable.
Yeah, no, I'm very glad we oh, he's not claiming it back. Oh, he did. We don't need it because
you secured the 20. So now some shots.
Yeah, Mark's kind of living up to exactly what I was hoping. He plays Scramble extremely well, and I knew Republic would be a good matchup for him. So put it down.
And only 1 Arc 170 in this list to deal with has made it easier for Han. Sure.
Yeah, Mark was very scared when I first made the pairing. He was like, that might be a lot to chew through if he brings 3 arcs. But
people might be
I was
tired of
hoping he
playing
might
3
bring some
arcs.
Jedi because they're very good at scramble, and Han is good against Jedi. So
Yep, Lumi taking a couple here.
yeah,
Weapons failure. That feels good before you get a shot. It's the next one. Not a direct. Is that double weapons? It's a double weapons. That's funny.
double weapons. That is a 0 dice primary. How does that work with CLT?
You still get to add the eyeball.
Yeah, you just add an eyeball.
Well, you get 1 die and add an eyeball because you
add
get
an eyeball.
yeah. And the Concordia feels real good.
Yeah.
Han taking 1, 2.
Roll the blank.
And Lumi with the double weapons.
Oh no, he'll get the range 1 bonus because it's
He'll get
it's
1.
a 1 dice banger.
He's got a lot of dice.
He's just sending the eyeball into Han.
I don't know why he's got dice besides the eyeball. What's going on?
I don't know why. What? I'm very confused. He doesn't have Fen and Bullseye, so he's either rolling 1 dice for the.
Ultimately, it doesn't matter, so we won't even interrupt him. But I'm confused.
I think he's
explaining
he's like,
it to him.
I don't know. Yeah, it looks like Mark's explaining it because Mark's kind of moving the dice around. It's like you either roll 1 dice into Fen or you put an eyeball out into Han. Are the 2 decision points here? Neither.
Maybe some players don't think that it stacks, that the crit stack, but they certainly do.
Oh yeah, this damage engine stacks, right? I'll make a blue hard turn.
Should make it red. Yeah.
Of course. Han is fine.
And yeah, mercifully, I think that's going to be the game. We got one more shot with Keo.
I need a 4. Yeah, we're
Congrats to the 5 straight boosts.
Tied with a couple other teams.
Taking the Bateman dub.
Yeah. Mark absolutely deserves that one.
Yeah, well played by Mark. So you said you move into first place.
I don't think we're first place, but we're tied for first on event points. So some of those tiebreakers might.
NJO is at 6. You guys are at 4, so you would get up to 7.
Yeah, we're guaranteed first in our division. I was talking about across the whole league.
Yeah, wow, you got your sights set on the big picture. I like the way you think.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the division. I mean, I always look at the division, but yeah, I like the way you think.